skin off her.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and start. Welcome to Whiskey Buds. I'm Kurt,
And I'm Billy.
and we're continuing Billy's 100 whiskey journey. Right?
We had this one last week.
We did have that one last week. It is sitting here just in case we wanted a side-by-side comparison for you. Although I don't have another glass for you. But anyways.
Because the Smoky.
Yeah, because as we said last week, we're going to try Laphroaig this week. So, yeah.
Laphroaig. Laphroaig.
All right, so.
Well, that's green.
Yeah. These guys started in, 1815, like it says on the bottle.
Laphroaig.
Yeah, they actually, somebody had actually said that they drew on Reddit or whatever a picture of a frog and called it Laphroaig because that's...
So green.
Yeah, and the name. So this one is made on the same island as Ardbeg is, right?
Okay. So
And there's a mix inside here. I can't remember if it's Cole Isla or if it's Clenlish or something like that. There's a peated whiskey in here that I think also comes from Isla. But these guys, I looked it up. This is kind of interesting. They do. Now, normally when you do your malt, right, you will... I'll start pouring it while I'm explaining.
Okay.
You will dry it out with the peat smoke, right? Like you're smoking it, and you're going to dry it out, the malt with it. These guys, they don't dry it out when they're peating it, when they're smoking it. It's called a cold smoke, where they will keep it wet. They'll smoke it, but the barley stays wet, and then they dry it in a kiln later. And that creates different flavors to it, different than what the Ardbeg is going to come across as. So it's kind of interesting. And then they age it in used bourbon barrels that they get from Maker's Mark. So this is
look light.
very light, but much like we had, I think with the Ardbeg, you said that, and I had mentioned the fact that it's not light on flavor. Like
Well, I don't
you look
smell
at
it
it.
across the room.
Oh, all right, ready? Just put it under your nose.
I do smell it.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, and he actually has tried this at one point, like
Okay, it
like
smells
2-3
not
years
as-
ago.
It's not as strong, I don't think.
As the Ardbeg?
Yeah.
All right.
Just
well,
smelling it, it doesn't smell as strong.
it is only like 43%. Yeah, 43%. Ardbeg that you tried was like 57%.
Well, the scent isn't as strong.
Yeah.
Like that arc bag.
Yeah.
You had it like across the room and opened it, and I was like, whoa!
Yeah. It was on the desk. I'm like, don't smell it yet. You're like, I can't help but smell it. I got fumes coming up out of it. What do you think of the smell?
Yeah, I feel like it's lighter than the other stuff.
It does.
It smells good. Doesn't smell overpowering as much as the other stuff.
Yeah.
How much is this?
For a bottle, like $50.
Okay, well. Man, these are like on a whole different game as everything else we try.
Yes.
Like they don't even seem like they're related.
Right?
Really?
Like it's almost like this isn't even whiskey, huh?
Mm-mm.
It's like it's so far different.
It's like alcohol medicine.
Like after you taste
it
it, you
smells-
have
it
no
smells like
idea
medicine.
how close that's going to be. Yeah, it smells medicinal.
Medicinal, yes. That's what I was thinking. What the heck? What? This is different.
Yeah.
How'd they do that?
I think a lot of that comes from the fact that they peat it cold. It doesn't heat up, so it doesn't dry out while they're peating it. And then also where they get their water from and stuff, the peat moss. So they harvest their peat, by hand right there near the distillery.
Wow.
And it does contain more of the peat moss itself with it, and that helps create more of those medicinal notes.
The most richly flavored of all Scotch whiskies. I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah.
It's only 40. Man, that's
Something else, isn't it?
About it.
This is one of my favorite peated whiskeys. One of, although I tend to enjoy just basically anything peated.
This isn't as smoky.
No, do you get it on the taste at all? Do you think this is smokier?
No,
No,
that other one.
the Ardbeg.
Wasn't it like way smokier? I
Probably.
remember it being like really smoky.
You want me to go get you some?
This is like toned down smokiness,
Compared
but it's
to
got
that
a
one?
lot more of the. What the heck is that? Other. It's not mint, but it almost has that kind of.
Menthol?
Yeah, but it's not like a. It's got that same effect, I think, right? Like
Okay.
you know how menthol or mint gives that cool feeling
Yeah,
a little
cool.
bit.
Yeah, refreshing. Almost like a wintergreen.
Yeah. So like this has that in it.
Has like a bit of that property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like minty.
No. But I get that, like the cooling type property, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It feels like it's cooled off.
And a little of that dryness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's a certain chemical that does that. I don't know what it is, but like I think I read that somewhere that there's a certain chemical that is in. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but there's like a name for it. I read it somewhere that like it makes you. I think it's in some wines.
Okay.
You know that it gives it that.
The dry wines.
Makes your mouth feel dry.
Yeah.
When you drink it.
Yeah, the dry wines.
So I think it feels like this has a little bit of that in it. So
Yep.
a little bit of dryness, a little bit of that
Yeah.
menthol, but not quite menthol.
Yeah, the cooling aspect.
Yeah. And then the smokiness, which I think is good because it's not like overpowering, but it's there.
Yep. Yeah, I think I would agree with it.
And
Some
I think-
people would argue that Ardbeg is much smokier, and I'm kind of thinking that might be the case.
I think it is, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Like it was.
I don't
really
have
smoky.
any Ardbeg 10 currently, which would be the closest representation to this, because all the other Ardbegs I have are not quite in the same.
It's got a little bit of that spice in it, like from.
Maybe from the malt or something.
Must be. It must be what it is.
Well, we'll try like a single malt next week, and we'll see if that changes.
Yeah. So. The alcohol's not overpowering.
No, very nice, and like I would call it smooth, just because like I'm not catching the ethanol, the burn, or the alcohol to it,
But it's
because the
only 43,
flavors
right?
are
Two.
only 43. Yeah.
Well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of that smoky stuff. Peated, unpeated. I have some unpeated smoky stuff from Bruichladdich that we'll try at some point too.
Okay. This seems like this bottle will last you a long time because you don't really need to drink a lot of it.
No. Although it does go down a little easier than.
I don't know. This one is like, I want to try it. I want to try to figure this out. Like, I don't know. This one just lasts longer.
Yep.
Like you can take a little sip and just
Enjoy it.
enjoy it longer. Like it's still in there.
Yep.
Like it.
Yeah, nice long finish.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Pretty much it. Like
Cool.
I think it's worth having.
There you go. That's Billy's seal of approval right there. Like you can't.
Well, I can
Go
definitely
wrong with
see
that.
having, like, you can't just have one now. Before I could have probably just had one, but like now I understand, like, you might be in the mood for this.
Yeah.
Or you might be in the mood for
The
Bookers,
Jura
'cause
or
you
Booker. Yeah.
just, life isn't exciting enough.
or life has been too exciting and you need a
Too
whiskey to
exciting.
like match it.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Give me something strong.
Yeah. But this is, yeah, I can definitely see having, all these different experiences. So, whatever you're feeling like, you can just have a little bit of that.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. Now you understand. Except for just like, then you get into the exploration stage and you wind up with a couple hundred whiskeys.
You're like, ooh, I don't have that one.
Yeah. I wonder if that one's any different than the other 24 I have. That's how it goes. All right. So, Billy's seal of approval. Get yourself a bottle of Laphroaig.
Sure, why not?
You
Pick one up today.
Yeah. He seems to like that much better than the Johnnie Walker.
I wonder if they'll pay us for that.
I wish. No, dude, if they send us some bottles, that would be all right. Cool.
Yeah, send us a bottle. We like it.
Yeah.
We'll tell everybody we like it.
I'm sure I'll like it. You can send us anything you want. All right.
Chances
Till next
are I'll
week.
be like, no, it's not good.
I don't care. He may not like it. I'll like it. Like,
Yeah, see you guys.
cheers, everybody.